Good
Good
morning,
morning.
everyone. Good morning.
Could you all go ahead and share
Morning.
the screen?
Sounds good. Good morning, Andre.
Good morning, Koo. How are you this morning? Good morning,
Doing
Ashley.
well.
Good morning, Andre.
We have folks in the chat saying good morning. Happy first day of Summer Bridge 2020. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. As we wait to get started, I know we're 2 minutes till 9 a.m. I'm curious what folks did over the weekend. So if you can put into our chat, what did you do? What was something that you did over the weekend?
Oh. Can we hear?
I see birthday party, I see work, Xbox, people are traveling, Colorado, LA. Father's Day, weddings, graduations. Sleeping, messing with siblings.
Kathy already has homework. Came to Mexico. Oh, celebrating my birthday. Happy birthday. Belated birthday, Patricia. Worked on the quilt.
TV.
Happy belated birthday, Ingrid. And happy birthday to all of our June babies.
It is Cancer season. Holla.
Richard says trying to figure out how to get all of these things online. We'll be here to support you, Richard, and anyone else who needs that support. Thank you for sharing. Happy belated birthday, Miss Erica Black and Derek. And if you just joined us, welcome everyone. We're seeing the numbers of our participants rising. And so good morning, happy first day of our Summer Bridge 2020. Thank you so much for being here with us this morning. And Dr. Jones, whenever you're ready, we'll let you kick it off. And so if we want to wait a couple more minutes, or you can kick us off.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, Summer Bridge. Woo, this is exciting. Good morning again. My name is Dr. Gerald. That's a vicious dog. I am the Senior Director for the Center for Academic Access and Student Enrichment. And I just want to, again, similar to what I said last week at the onboarding experience, that this is what it's all about, right? That you know, the purpose of this program is to help you get ready to transition successfully into Sonoma State University. This is your program. What you put into it is what you are going to get out of it. And we have designed a program that I think is going to be very engaging, that is going to help empower you and equip you with a unique skill set that allows you to feel comfortable when you do step onto the campus of Sonoma State University. So I'm not going to talk too long. I want to see if Dr. Sawyer is on the line. And if not, I think
Gerald?
we will, yes.
Dr. Sawyer is not, the Zoom, it's not letting him in. So I am on the back end handling that. Let me see if I can get him on.
Okay. So then I think what we can do, Koo, is how about we just go to the staff introductions, and as soon as Dr. Sawyer comes on, we'll pause and let him do his welcome. But I will say this to the students. This morning, we're in what's called the morning town meeting. And on the agenda for this morning is the professional staff will very quickly introduce themselves. They'll have about a minute to let you know who they are. We have a little slideshow. And then at 10 o'clock a.m. this morning, the faculty members will introduce themselves. Okay? All right. All righty, cool.
Ashley, if you, yep, there you go.
Oh, there I am. So okay. So again, this is me. This is a picture with me and my mother and my siblings in the background. I attended Sonoma State University, majored in English literature and Afro-American studies. So I've been at Sonoma State University since 1995 as a student and then as a professional staff member for the past 20 years. After graduating from Sonoma State University, I went on and got my master's in legal studies and then my Juris Doctor degree in law. So fun fact about myself, this is my sinful pleasure. I absolutely love Chips Ahoy cookies dipped in milk, the bomb. That's it for me.
Again, I want to welcome everyone to this year's 2020 Summer Bridge. My name is Andre Bailey. I am, in fact, a senior academic EOP advisor. Again, one of the fun facts I will share that, now that in this, can I say, unpredictable era of being able to interact with players and teams, I do coach for the NFL JPD, that's Junior Professional Development. I've been at the university 26 years. I started out as the youngest outreach admissions counselor in the state of California. I am really delighted and looking forward to being of service to all of you and working with our team. And when I say our team, I think it's necessary to know that I'm delighted and honored to work with a group of dedicated individuals that are committed to your not only academic success, but your experience. I'm excited about today. I don't want to spend too much time But again, I am just so delighted. And again, I do love the outdoors, anything having to do with the outdoors. As you can see, I'm outdoors now. And my passions kind of changed at this time to gardening. And if I'm able to get out and hit a ball on a golf course or something with nobody there. So again, that's me. And again, welcome. And I'm excited. And also Oakland, California. I think that's important. East Oakland, California, born and raised.
Hey y'all, good morning. My name is Erica Black, and I am the transfer advisor in the Advising and Transfer Center. I've been at Sonoma State for almost 2 years. I went to, in this picture, as you can see, Bruin born, Bruin bred, Bruin till the day I'm dead. UCLA, 8 clap, blue and gold. We are, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I mean, the list can go on. But I like Sonoma State too. I'm currently working there. Go Seawolves, Lobo, shout out, amazing. So this was me studying for psychology when I thought I was going to be a psych major, but I actually ended up majoring in sociology with a minor in education. And then I went on to get my master's from Loyola Marymount University in guidance and counseling. And this upcoming fall, I will be pursuing my doctoral degree at San Francisco State for educational leadership. So I had to make sure I say that because someone, cough, cough, Derek, will probably call me out on not talking about it. Fun fact, my birthday was actually yesterday. The longest day of the year, the first day of summer, and I really, really love Shirley Temples. So anytime I go out to eat somewhere, I'm always going to Shirley Temple. Olive Garden, Applebee's, Chili's, Shirley Temples. I love them. I'm really excited to be working alongside with you all here at Summer Bridge, and especially the students. Shout out to Cohort 4. We are forever popping. We're going to come up with some other stuff as well. But I'm excited to be here and just, see you all transition into Sonoma State. Go Seawolves.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Derek Bradley. I am also an EOP alum. I graduated from Sonoma State back in 2013. I am also a professional academic advisor working in the Advising and Transfer Center, which is once you actually come to campus, it's right across from CASE. What are some more cool things about me? I'm similar to Andre. I love the outdoors, and also Andre, he is my fraternity brother. We're part of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. And shout out to also Cohort 3 with Ty and Kiana as well too. My birthday, similar to Erica, was this past weekend, and so my birthday was actually on Saturday. I'm a day before Erica, and just a little fun fact about myself. I am afraid of birds. That's all forms of birds, whether they're little birds, pigeons, crows, seagulls. Even though I do like the outdoors, I love going to the beach. I do not mess with any of the birds at the beaches. So that's just a little bit of information about myself.
All right, good morning, everyone. My name is Ricky Calderon. I'm one of the EOP advisors. Similar, kind of keeping up with this trend of fears, I guess. Similar to Derek, I have a fear of squirrels, so I do not mess with them. So I am an alum of Sonoma State, alum of EOP, and I went away to get my master's degree at Iowa State University, and now I'm back. It's kind of like a full circle, giving back to a program that really has done a lot for me as a student, as a professional. So I'm really excited to be able to give back to all of you, and I'm really invested into your success. So this picture is of me enjoying an iced coconut in Puerto Rico. And this is a really meaningful picture because it was the first time being a first-gen, historically low-income student, being able to take my my sibling to a vacation in Puerto Rico last year. So it was really awesome. So thank you for having me.
Oh, yay, it's me. Hello, everyone. Again, my name is Ashley Dates. I'm the case admin coordinator. Little about me, I was born and raised in the Central Valley, born in Stockton, grew up in Merced and Sacramento. I'm an SSU alum as well, majored in biology, and I'm currently in a master's program at SSU. Always here to support. The picture of me, it was holding a snake in one of my biology classes, probably a highlight of biology as I ended up not really wanting to go that route. And then, yeah, fun fact about me, I've been hypnotized twice.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Michael Ennin. I am a disability management advisor here with the Disability DSS program. My pronouns are he, him, his. Just a little bit about me. I'm an alumni of SSU. I graduated in 2010 with psychology and theater arts double major, and I went on to my master's program at a private school in San Francisco for counseling. So I really enjoy working with people with disabilities, mental health background, and I've also worked for the talent search program here at Sonoma State, which is similar to UB, where it's supporting first-gen students coming in. So I'm really excited to be here for Bridge, and I just want to put a shout out to cohort number 11 that I'm working with. Really excited to meet you all individually and take a look at that. As far as a fun fact, I'm left-handed, very, very dominant left-handed, and I'm a avid tennis player. I will, as all the staff knows, I will talk about tennis forever. Want to get to all the Grand Slams when we get that back going. So just really excited to meet you all, and just want to say welcome. Thank you all for being here.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jesus Garcia Valdez. I am the EOP Import Admissions Coordinator, and I also do a bit of the academy and outreach for EOP and a bit for Puerta. I am also a first-gen low-income migrant student. I was born in Mexico, came to the U.S. when I was 10. I live in a small rural community in Monterey County. I went to Monterey Bay for my undergraduate. I graduated from Monterey Bay with a degree in international business management and also Spanish. My fun fact relates to that. While I did my undergrad, I studied abroad twice, one in Spain, Salamanca, Spain, and the other time in Córdoba, Argentina. While I still managed to graduate in 4 years. This picture is also very meaningful because during my senior year, my last semester at Monterey Bay, they offered I was selected to participate in an international conference with Haku, and this picture was actually taken in Guadalajara, in my home state, and at a museum. So, and this also brings me childhood memories watching El Chavo del Ocho. So it's a very, very meaningful picture that I was able to go back to my hometown, Guadalajara, and Jalisco, my home state, and still be a student. So it was a very interesting experience. But as I stated before, I'm here for you all, and I really wish the best for you all. If there's anything I can do, please go ahead and let us know. Thank you all. Good luck.
Hi, everyone. My name is Angelica Magana. I'm one of the undeclared academic advisors in the Advising and Transfer Center. Like many of my colleagues, I am also first gen and an EOP alum. I'm also an Upward Bound alum, both from Chico State. Go Wildcats. I originally grew up in Orland, which if you don't know where that's at, that's near Chico. I'm really bad at fun facts, but I was making tacos, slicing an avocado, can't do it, I make a mess. So that's my fun fact. This picture doesn't really have any significance. It's just a photo of me dressed up for Halloween. It was just a really great experience that I had that year, so I just decided to put that in.
Hold on. Okay. Hey, everybody. Looks like I got here just in time. So hi, my name is Erica Mullicane, and I'm an academic advisor for Puerta and for CASE. And my pronouns are she, her, and hers. And my hometown is, I guess, technically Bay Point, California. I kind of grew up all over Northern California. I've been to 12 different schools, and I've never really lived anywhere longer than 3 years except for Sonoma County. But Bay Point is pretty much my central location. And around that area, I went to Freedom High School, if any of you are from the area. Um, and then, yeah, so that's me. This picture is significant in the sense that it's Christmas time and it's with my family. And I just decided to be a total goofball. My fun fact, again, is I've been a magician's assistant and I can perform magic. So I can do a out of the ropes trick. So maybe if you're lucky, I'll show you all how I did that. And it was a lot of fun. I love magic and I hope to make this a magical time for all of you.
All righty, good morning again. At this time, I do want to pause really quickly. Dr. Sawyer, who is the Vice President for the Division of Student Affairs, is on the call this morning. So we would love to give him an opportunity to officially welcome you to Sonoma State University. Dr. Sawyer.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Jones, and I do apologize. This morning, Rachel and I have been going through a lot of Zoom issues, and so I guess my Zoom issues also kind of carried over to you all. So anyway, welcome and good morning from the Division of Student Affairs. We're excited about having you all with us. I see that there's about 255, maybe 260 people on the call. So this is an exciting time for all of us. We do know it's different. You know, and sometimes different is scary to people. And our country's been going through all kinds of changes. And so here even adds to it. But the exciting part about it is now, today really starts the rest of your lives. It's an exciting opportunity for all of us to be together. It's an exciting opportunity for us, in fact, to be able to know each other even differently. I know some of you have been sheltered for a long, long time. Some of you haven't even been able to get out. I know I get a chance to walk around my backyard every now and then, but you know, it's exciting because we're doing something that no other time in higher education have we ever done. And that is to be able to have a remote educational opportunity to get a chance to know each other a little bit differently, where we have not done this before in higher ed. We do a class or two, and sometimes we'll have an opportunity to get to meet each other on ground face to face. But this is the first time that we have offered all classes for an incoming class where it would be in a what I call a face-to-face environment, because I'm doing all this off my iPad. And this is exciting for me because many years ago, I actually wrote about this and I talked about how higher education would be in a format where we would actually be at home and taking classes, we would be working. So it's something that you all are very proficient at. But the exciting part is this really begins the first day of your higher education opportunities to be with people who really truly care about and understand what you're going through in terms of higher education, to know that the world has changed dramatically over the last 4 months. The fact is, with COVID-19, we've been sheltered in place. We all have got cabin fever. You know, at one point you went to the stores and there was nothing on the shelves. And I know we all know about toilet paper because Lord have mercy, we didn't have enough toilet paper and we couldn't find enough Purell to wash our hands. And now everybody's got designer masks. But the cool part is that we're learning something different. After 9/11, we ended up flying differently. And after COVID now, we're learning and educating differently. And then, of course, too, over the last few weeks, we have also been entrenched with Black Lives Matters, and all of us that have been out in our communities and been out showing then our expressions of empathy and our expressions of care. We've been out there doing those things, and those are the ideas and feelings and care that you bring with you to higher education. As you go through your classes, as you start engaging with other students, and in particular in this format. Because a lot of times people will come into you and talk to you, but they don't really see you. They may ask you how you're doing, but they don't really Sometimes we just do it because it's kind of cliche, and we just kind of nod and say, "Hey, what's up? How you doing?" But in this format, we really get a chance to talk to each other and really get a chance to know one another. And what an exciting place to be in right now. And so, as you look at the world and what you're going to be doing for the next couple of days, actually, next couple of weeks, you're going to get a chance to know and interact with each other quite differently. And so for me, it's an exciting time because I do look forward to getting a chance to jump in on some of your Zoom calls and get a chance to meet with you. You have an incredible staff that's going to be working with you. I have to say they are truly some of the best in the nation. And I can say that, and I can say it too on a quantitative and qualitative basis, because we have been awarded for the last 2 years as being one of the most promising places to work in the United States. Actually, 1 out of 25 schools in the country that we have been selected. Only 4 in the state of California, but we are one of those schools. And what it is most promising places to work in higher education in the area of what we are responsible for, which is student affairs. So you're now part of what we are doing here, and our staff is who makes it great. They're the ones who make the difference. And so when you get a chance to ask them questions, ask them a question. There's no such thing as a dumb question. Absolutely no such thing as a dumb question. So I'm hoping that as you go through your higher education experience and as you go through our Summer Bridge program, that you will take into account what is it that I need to do in order to be successful when I leave. So one of the things that I love to talk about, and I'm going to ask you all at the end to make yourselves familiar with this, but there's a very famous poem. I mean, it's by Nelson Mandela. And well, actually, it's not by Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela actually had it in his cell when he was imprisoned in South Africa. And the poem itself is by a gentleman by the name of William Ernest Henley. And the poem that you may even see in the movie is called Invictus. But it's about a person's journey, an individual that was very famous as a poet, and he ended up losing his leg. And it talks about how things became so difficult for him. And sometimes that happens to us in our experiences. As I look as myself as a kid that came through the educational model, not sure that I was going to make it, was told that I wasn't smart enough to go to college. But at the end, here I am as a doctor and PhD, and have been a vice president for a number of years. But I was told that I wasn't smart enough and I wasn't capable of doing those things. And so the poem Invictus basically says that even when things get dark, that you too can achieve, you too can achieve those goals. And so I'd like to repeat it for you, and in hopes that maybe that you will have this, that by the time we get done, you will also know Invictus. Again, it's one of my favorites. So Invictus by William Ernest Henley. Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be from my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud, for under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloody, but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. You see that what Mr. Henley was saying is that we control our destiny. And the fact is that we have that opportunity to be the best. And as an athlete, I knew that I could achieve certain things. And in college, I was very fortunate to be able to have my college paid for through athletics. But I also knew that I had to have the opportunity intellectually and emotionally to be able to spread whatever information and knowledge that I had to others. And so I ask that as you go through our program, think about how you too can share and spread your knowledge with other classmates. You can share it with your family members as you check in and you talk to folks, and as they are listening in on these calls and different Zoom meetings, that you can share too with your peer mentors, those students that are working with you, and the staff that are working with you, those thoughts and feelings, because you now are growing. And as you grow, we want to grow with you. And so thank you all for being a part of this incredible program. thank you, Dr. Jones, for this wonderful opportunity. And Koo, thank you for helping me to get on this call. I so much appreciate our wonderful staff. They really do make me smile every time I see them. They joke me a lot. I deserve it. So you all, thank you so much for being here. And thank you, staff. I really appreciate you all very much. So thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sawyer.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Sawyer. I really appreciate all those great words and commentaries you have to.
Emil, yeah, you want to mute?
Hi, good morning, everyone. Thanks, Dr. Sawyer. Appreciate your time and welcoming the new Summer Bridge cohort. I'm really excited to see everyone on here. We have so many participants. This stuff gets me excited, so I'm really humbled and honored to be able to support you all. My name is Amel. Shout out to cohort 1, bridge leaders Liz and Alex. I'm originally from San Francisco, California. I attended Sonoma State, and I'm also an EOP alumna. I earned a bachelor's degree in both psychology and American multicultural studies. I went to Boston College and earned a master's in social work and clinical social work and global studies. So I've studied abroad in Australia, Romania, and Hungary. I'm really excited to share more about my experiences. My family too, like many of us on the staff and many of the students, are immigrants and refugees to the United States. I'm Middle Eastern, specifically Jordanian and Palestinian. So shout out to any Middle Eastern folks out there. And let's see. Oh, I also wanted to give a friendly reminder for students who wanted to attend the Native American and Indigenous student groups. We have our first meeting today at 1 p.m. It's an opt-in meeting. So if you're interested in attending, I'll throw in my email in the chat so you can make sure that you get the right Zoom link. But I'm looking forward to meeting everyone, and thanks for having me.
Alrighty, well, I'm going to be introducing Dr. Suzanne O'Keefe, who wasn't able to join us here today. She is the Assistant Professor of Special Education at Sonoma State University in the School of Education, and she is very involved with Puerta as our Puerta Assessment Director. So a fun fact is that Suzanne hiked 500 miles of the Pacific Crest Trail the summer after she graduated with her bachelor's degree. So she's been instrumental in helping us to design the Summer Bridge Canvas course that you all have access to. And so I just want to make sure that Dr. Suzanne O'Keefe is acknowledged and you all get to know who she is. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Summer Bridge. My name is Rosa Salamanca, and my pronouns are she, her, hers, and ella. My hometown depends. I have a couple of hometowns. So I was actually born and raised in El Salvador, in a city called San Miguel, and I came to the U.S. when I was 16. And then I was living in Southern California in Los Angeles, and I went to college at CSU Northridge, where I got my bachelor's in psychology and also in Central America studies. And I moved to Sonoma County about 2.5 years ago, particularly for the job. I usually tell folks I didn't really know exactly where Sonoma County was, but I love Sonoma County and its beauty, and also being able to go to the river whenever I want to. Fun fact about me, during college, I dressed as a clown to pay for school. As a college student, I was also an undocumented student, and I didn't qualify for anything back in my days because I'm a little old. I used to dress as a clown on the weekends so that I can pay for school. I've also, the picture that you see up here, it is meaningful to me because I had the opportunity as a DACA recipient to travel abroad 3 times. And this picture is literally the first time that I went back to El Salvador to see my family. And I also used to take DACA recipients to travel abroad during these trips. So, and today I'm also a student in the Master's Public Administration program at Sonoma State University. And I directly support undocumented students or any student that come from immigrant families. So I look forward to meeting you all and seeing you all soon. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out.
I'll go ahead and introduce Alma Sanchez. Alma Sanchez is one of our Puerta and Case advisors. Alma will be returning to Sonoma State in July, and so she is on maternity leave now with her baby son. Fun fact about Alma is that Alma and Danza Azteca, I'm not going to attempt to say that because I don't want to butcher it, appeared in the Dolores Huerta documentary. And so you all will be able to connect with Alma once she returns back to campus.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Diana, and I'm also a Puerta and Case advisor. I was born in Guadalajara, Mexico, but I've been raised in Sonoma County. I received my Bachelor of Fine Arts from Sonoma State University. I've actually been on campus since 6th grade. I started off with Academic Talent Search, which is a trio pre-college program. I'm also an EOP alumna. And a fun fact about me is that during my free time, I create, exhibit, and teach art. This photo in particular is very meaningful to me because it was featured in the Press Democrat, which is our local newspaper. And I was featured along with other Latinx artists in the area. So it was a very meaningful time for me. I am very excited to be here. I'm very happy. This is my first summer bridge, and I can't wait to meet cohort 8.
Hi everyone, my name is Nicole Stein and I'm our Seawolf Scholars Coordinator. And Seawolf Scholars is Sonoma State's program for current and former foster youth. And I'm from San Jose, California. I have my bachelor's and master's degree in social work. I went to Azusa Pacific down in Southern California. And then I went to USC for my master's program. And fun fact about me is that I love sloths. They're my favorite animal. I think they're like my spirit animal as well. Oh, I see someone knows Azusa. Woo! And yeah, that's a picture of me at a bubble run. If any of you have ever done a bubble run, they're super fun. Okay, and shout out to cohort 6.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Christina Tao. I use she, her, hers pronouns. I am a professional academic advisor in the Advisor and Transfer Center. This is my second time helping out with Summer Bridge. This is my first time helping out with Puerta specifically. Last summer I was with EOP, so I'm super excited. Shout out to cohort 10, also to my amazing Summer Bridge leaders, Linda and Emily. Excited to work with you all, including my students. Fun fact, I have 10 siblings, 10. My mom is a rock star. I am the third youngest. There are 7 girls and 3 boys. And it's been, as you can imagine, with growing up with 10 siblings, how chaotic and crazy that time would have been. But I'm thankful now because I have a built-in support system that I rely heavily on. So I love them so much. I went to Chico State for my undergrad. I'm actually born in Oroville, California. I'm not sure if any one of you know where that's at. but it's about an hour north of Sacramento. So I majored in health administration, and then I got my master's degree at San Jose State in counseling, which is different, but we can talk more about that later on. I am, a first generation, low income background. I am a TRIO alumna, I'm EOP alumna, so student support programs like this, I'm a product of that. And so I definitely love EOP and love these student support programs. And so can't wait to work with you all and get to know all of you.
Morning, everyone. Oh my God. We have my toddler, Leo, aka Sonic. He loves Sonic the Hedgehog. So we named him Sonic, and he's really excited to be seeing the picture that you all can see. So yes, that's Knuckles. Yes. So my name is Kuyang Vigil, and I'm the EOP coordinator at Sonoma State. I'm also a academic advisor as well. My pronouns are she, her, hers. And the fun fact about me is that I lived in Indiana for 2 years. I was born in San Pablo, California, moved when I was a year old to Sonoma County, and lived in Santa Rosa. And so I'm a local gal here in Sonoma County. Shout out to any LC Allen alumni. I am a part of the LC Allen High School alumni, and I earned my bachelor's degree in American Multicultural Studies at Sonoma State University, went out to Indiana and earned my master's degree in Student Affairs and Higher Education. So similar to Christina, I come from a really big family, so there's 8 of us, and I was the first one in my family to earn a bachelor's and a master's degree. So I'm really proud to be able to break that cycle of poverty, for my family and generations to come. I'm really excited to be here with you all today. Thank you again for allowing my son to be here with us. And I want to do a shout out to Cohort 5. I'm really excited to be able to connect with you all. And shout out to Kirsten and Vanessa as our Summer Bridge leaders. So thank you all for joining. Thank you and for having me.
Great. So there's been some questions coming through the Q&A, but I think at this point, if you do have any questions, you can go ahead and raise your hand, and we will allow you to speak. You can ask any of us any questions. We have about 10 minutes to do so. So first question from Erica. Erica, I have allowed you to speak, but it looks like you're on mute. So you'll have to go ahead and unmute yourself, and then you can go ahead and ask your question.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't have a question.
Okay, sounds good. Anyone else have a question? You can go ahead and raise your hand, and then we will allow you to speak. So I see a question in the Q&A. Oh, there's a couple, so I'll just go ahead. The first question, when will we know which group we were in? So you have been placed into your cohort on Canvas, and so that is the group that you are in. So when you open up Canvas, sorry, there's a fly. When you open up Canvas, you will see all the information from your faculty and from your advisor. And then in a few short moments, you'll go ahead, go through Canvas and click on the second link, the one that starts at 10, and that'll bring you to your academic intro session, and you'll go ahead and hop on over there at 10. And then how many classes should I take the first semester? Does any advisor want to go ahead and answer that question? Or
I'll be more than happy to answer that question. Clearly, as we go through the Summer Bridge program, we want to be very clear to be able to identify math and English. We want you to make progress towards math and English, particularly on compliance issues, because we want you to be in compliance with the state of California by the end of your first year. But we also have learning communities based on interest, as you're going to be meeting with your specific academic advisor and your Summer Bridge leaders. We're going to be making sure that we're asking questions of your interests and the direction as far as the career objectives and the direction that you want to go, that you want to lead towards. We're not thinking in terms of the number of classes. We more so put emphasis on units, but you'll have time to speak with your advisors during that time. And through the course of the next 9 days, by the time that we do register, we want to make sure that we made a very informed decision with regards to you making good progress and what your transcript is going to look like at the end of the year. So we're going to have a lot of time to be able to discuss what those schedules are going to look like.
the next question is, when can we reserve a time frame to meet with our advisors to pick classes? Does any advisor want to take that?
I'll take
I
it.
can go. Oh, okay.
Go, Ricky.
Okay. So you'll have, I mean, different times. All the advisors will be hosting drop-ins every day, except the weekends, between that 1 to 5 time frame. So that can be an opportunity for you to maybe start discussing a little bit about some classes that you potentially could be taking. But we'll also be prepping. We'll have designated time later on throughout these 9 days where we'll talk about classes. We'll talk about things that you should be taking. Obviously, everyone's schedule is going to be very different, but for the most part, we'll have some designated time to solely discuss academics. But that 1 to 5 time to have those one-on-ones will be kind of the first time you can maybe start having those discussions.
Okay, so there's a couple questions about majors. Those will be answered via your advisors during those drop-ins. So all questions about majors and academics, that'll go to your advisor. And then we have a question, are we registering through Summer Bridge? And the answer is yes, and you'll go through registration on date 8. So registration is
if I may add, Ms. Dates, one of the things, and we know that as the students and even families are coming in, there is that major concern about getting classes and what these schedules are going to look like. I do want to make it perfectly clear that a part of our student support services is to help you transition, so that the idea is the retention, to make sure that beyond the first semester that you understand all of the nuances to help you sustain yourself. So again, we definitely, there's going to be tons of questions, and we know that as you're thinking of all the concerns that you may have, we clearly want you to know that we congratulate you in being a part of an alumni that's over 300,000 students across the state of California. And what we're saying is that with our EOP program, our Puerta program, our SeaWolf Scholars program, our Dream Center, we have come together collectively as a community to support all of you from all across the state. And most importantly, because we know that we're serving the most vulnerable population. But I want you to know that our students and the students that have participated in these programs have been, and has been, I should say, the leaders on our campus. So we just want to make sure that we are supporting you with the foundation so that you can continue on and get off to a great start. So we really look forward to speaking with you, and it's a very exciting time right now. Thank you, Ashley.
Thank you, Andre. So there was a request to show how to access Canvas, and I'll do that shortly. I saw that in the chat, but we have another question. If we can't make it on a certain day, what will happen? Does anyone want to take that?
Sure, I'll go ahead and respond to that. So if you're not able to attend the 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. live Zoom meeting sessions for your cohort, we will be recording each session, and at the end of each day, what we'll be doing is placing those recordings at the bottom of the day. And so let's say you're not able to make it for day 2 because you're working. At the end of the day, we'll go ahead and put that recording at the bottom of the page for that specific day, day 2, okay? And so we understand that students have different responsibilities that, and they're working or taking care of family members, etc. And so please know that we've built Summer Bridge to be flexible so that if you're not able to make it for that day or that hour, then you can go back and review the recording for that day. I hope that answers your question. Thank you.
I have a question. Could?
Yes.
I have a question. Are they required to notify us that they're not going to be present, or by them just completing it, completing at their own time, will that be just it? That way we could just, they could all know what the process will be.
If you're not able to join for a particular hour or a particular day, please email us at summerbridge@sonoma.edu. I'll go ahead and put that into the chat. And once you also meet who your cohort team is, your advisor, your faculty members, your Summer Bridge leaders, please also communicate with them too. Again, please email us at summerbridge. I'll go ahead and put that into the email, summerbridge@sonoma.edu if you're not able to. We are doing a tracking of students, so if you can go ahead and share that with us, then please do so. Thank you. Thanks for that question, Jesus.
And can I just add that students, you will receive 1 elective unit of credit for completing Summer Bridge. So that means that, it's important that you really stay on track with your assignments, with completing things. We will go in and check and monitor not only attendance, but to make sure the students are completing things in a timely fashion. So the elective credit is something you have to earn. You don't just get, you have to earn it.
And just be mindful too, something to add, thank you, Dr. Jones, that summer orientation, it's pretty much your entire summer. It started June 8th and it will go through first week of August. So, it's only 9 days. Yes, it's fast paced, but you'll definitely be earning that 1 unit credit. So, it's definitely worth it.
Mm-hmm. Again, to echo what Dr. Jones said and my colleague Jesus, I think it needs to be understood that the sacrifices and the commitment to this 9-day program, the objective is to, again, support you in having a good foundation start. But I think it needs to be clear that the advisors, our faculty, our administrative staff have really committed ourselves to this 9-day to help with the transition. And there's also the expectation in this 9-day period, as we are aware, that there are things continuing to go on, not only in the world, but in students' lives. But we want to make sure, and Dr. Jones started out by saying this in the beginning, what you put into it is what you're going to get out of it. And so when you think about this journey or this new journey, as you're starting in higher education, in this educational journey, we want to make sure that you understand that the first time or the first opportunity that you get to make a first impression, we want to make sure that you're able to connect with other students that are coming into the program, connect with the Summer Bridge leaders. And when I say connect, it's a high value that's given to you being able to transition. So we want to make sure that you take full advantage. And that's why when Koo emphasized the idea of the program being flexible, we know that this is a very unique undertaking for us all, but it definitely requires the commitment and the dedication from all of us as well. So we want you to know that we're here for you, but it's a reciprocated not only appreciation, but we can help you, and we want to be able to help you as you look to help yourselves.
I do see some questions about who is my advisor, how can I connect with my advisor? And so one thing that we'll do, I know that some faculty and staff have already reached out to their cohorts, and so we'll send on our end from the Summer Bridge email for each specific cohort who your advisor, your student success team is, your advisor, your faculty members, your bridge leaders, so that you have their contact information, and then you can directly connect with your advisor if you'd like to meet with them today or set up a time during the week, this week or next week, to connect with them.
Awesome. So I'll just go ahead and do a quick demo on how to find your Canvas page. Give me a second. So I'm going to go ahead and type in sonoma.edu into my browser. I'm going to go ahead and log in. And input my username and password. As a staff member, I see this next screen. As a student, you do not see this screen. This is going to take me to my my SSU portal. And so next, what I'll go ahead and do is click on the Canvas page. And that'll bring you to where you will see your individual Canvas cohort. On the back end, I see all of the Canvas cohorts, but then you'll go ahead and click on your Canvas cohort. I'm going to just demo Canvas 1. And if you scroll down to click here to start day 1, which is today, Monday, June 22nd, you will see that breakout of every single, all the times. And so starting in a couple minutes, you'll go ahead and you'll click on that 10 to 10:50 session, and you'll click on that Zoom to join that Zoom. And that's how you'll kind of go through each day and each hour. Are there any other questions before we send you off to go meet your faculty for your academic welcome?
Actually, I'll just add also, if today this is the first time logging on to the Zoom Canvas course, you'll have a prompt to have you accept your Summer Bridge course. So please go ahead and accept it, and then you'll be able to access your Summer Bridge Canvas course. Thank you.
Perfect. Yeah. So if you all have any questions, go ahead. You can email that Summer Bridge email. If you log in onto your Canvas course and you feel lost, there is a button. I can go ahead and share again my screen. There is a section on there that'll say need help. And there are some drop-ins there. You can click on that Zoom information. So at any point, you can click on this Zoom link from 9 to 12, Monday through Friday, and someone will be there to assist you to help you find where you're looking for. Any last words, panelists?
I do want to reiterate to all the students. Remember, this is a brand new platform that we're doing, and as I said last week, extend yourself some grace as you work through this. And the most important thing is to communicate your needs to one another and to the staff. We are here to support you, so don't fret, don't panic. We're going to be as patient as possible to make sure that you learn how to navigate this system, and that we give you the support that you need to be successful. So don't hesitate to reach out as often as you need to. I like to say to people sometimes when I don't understand it, hey, explain it to me like I'm 2 years old. Break it down to me so that I can really understand what it is that you need me to do. And that's okay to say that, okay? So again, we're here to support you. And again, congratulations. Welcome to Summer Bridge. Welcome to Sonoma State University. Let's go get it. Yay!
Can we get a summer bridge?
Oh, we gotta do that.
Summer Bridge!
Summer Bridge, yes.
This is exciting. I'm happy.
Yes.
All right, you all charge on. 10
Thank
o'clock.
you.